So the time is 6:00 p.m. on October 14th, 2020. And I would like to call this meeting of the Charter Review Commission to order. In the interest of public health and safety and pursuant to the Governor's Executive Order N-2930, members of the Charter Review Commission and staff are participating in this meeting by teleconference. In accordance with the executive order, the public may view this meeting online, but not in Executive Conference Room 103. The city launched a virtual commenting portal, e-comment, that allows residents to comment and participate in the meeting from their own homes. You can find the link to e-comment at www.chulavistaca.gov/virtual meetings. Your comments must be received before I call for the close of the commenting period in order to be considered. After the commenting period is closed, I will announce a brief pause to allow the commissioners time to read any comments that have been received. If you have difficulty or need assistance with e-comment during the meeting, please call 619-576-5366 and City Attorney staff will assist you. Would the Secretary please call the roll?
Yes. Chair Schofield.
Here.
Commissioner Budding.
Here.
Commissioner DeSharoon.
Here.
Commissioner Glantz. I'll come back. Commissioner Hopita.
Here.
Commissioner McDonald.
Here.
And Commissioner Glantz. Okay, well, Commissioner Glantz is absent. Thank you.
Okay. The public comments is the section on the agenda for members of the public to address the board on items that are not listed in the agenda. I will now call for a 2-minute pause to allow the public to submit any final public comments. Commissioners, as a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. And there's the link. So the time is up.
One comment was received via e-comment.
Right. Did everyone get a chance to read that comment? Are you able to take a look at it now? Or since
Would you
it's
like
only
me to
one,
read
should
it?
I read it out, or do you want to read it out?
I can read it. It is
Okay.
from Ramon Riesco, and it reads, "Hello, since approval and voting isn't on the agenda, can I recommend inviting an expert to give a talk/answer questions about it next regular meeting? The Center for Election Science which helped implement approval voting in Fargo and St. Louis, would love to answer questions from the commission if invited."
Okay. And so we had a comment once before from the same person on the same topic. Jill?
Yes, thank you, Chair Schofield. Since it's not on the agenda, I don't want to have a discussion on the matter, but I will kind of update you on staff's intention is to bring this back after this big laboring chore that you guys have all undertaken with respect to forming the districting commission. After that is finalized, and we are simultaneously looking into some of the issues that you asked us to at that prior meeting. So that will be agendized on a future upcoming meeting.
Okay, good. Okay. So I guess we can move on. Commenting period for public comments is now closed. Have the commissioners had enough time to read it? Well, we read it all, and there was one comment received. Okay. First item on the agenda is selection of a new vice chair. Does the staff have a presentation?
No presentation, Chair Schofield. You
Okay.
can open it up for comment and voting.
Yeah, do the commissioners have any clarifying questions for staff before we go to public comment? I guess everybody knows what the vice chair does. You sit around like everyone else unless the chair's not there, and then you step in and read the script. Nice script they give you, foolproof. Okay, so now I'll call for a 2-minute pause. That's what it says, to allow for the public to submit any final comments on the item before commission deliberation. Commissioners, as a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. And you've already got the timer up. Would you please start the timer? So The commenting period for this item is now closed. Did we have any comments?
There were no comments.
Okay. Do commissioners have any comments or questions? Any suggestions?
I nominate Commissioner Budding to be the vice chair.
Okay. Any other nominations?
I'll second that.
A second for Commissioner Budding. Any other nominations? Well, I guess, and it's been seconded. So, will you please call the vote?
Sure. I will now request each member's vote by roll call. Commissioner Budding.
Aye.
Commissioner DeSharoon.
Aye.
Commissioner Hopita.
Aye.
Commissioner McDonald.
Aye.
And Chair Schofield.
Aye.
Thank you.
So welcome,
Thank you.
the new vice chair. Okay, thank you. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for September 24th, 2020, special meeting, September 30th, 2020, special meeting, October 17th, 2020, special meeting. Does staff have a presentation? No?
No presentations, Chair Schofield.
Okay, and then here's this is the, are we showing the attachment? Do commissioners have any clarifying questions for staff before we go to public comment? Edgar?
I'm not sure if this is just boilerplate language, but on the opening and ending of each meeting, it says that we call to order or concluded the meeting at the executive conference room. So I don't know if that needs to be changed because we were meeting via WebEx. So I don't know if that's just the boilerplate language or if it technically has to be changed to a remote meeting.
Good question. Someone on the staff have an answer?
Hi, I prepared the minutes. That is the template provided by City Clerk.
Okay.
We will confirm with City Clerk on that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Nobody's actually there, right? Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Any other clarifying questions? We now call for a 2-minute pause to allow the public to submit any final comments on the item before deliberation. As a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. Will you start the timer? All right, the commenting period for this item is now closed. Were there any comments?
There were no comments.
Okay. Do commissioners have any questions or comments?
I move we approve the minutes as submitted, subject to the city attorney confirming the proper location of the meeting.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any comments? Okay, will you please call the roll call vote?
I will now request each member's vote by roll call. Commissioner Budding,
Aye.
Commissioner Disharoon,
Aye.
Commissioner Hopita,
Aye.
Commissioner McDonald,
Aye.
and Chair Schofield.
Aye.
Thank you.
Actually, probably should it be Vice Chair Budding? Okay. Item 3, moving right along. Selection of pool of 10 candidates for possible appointment. Oh, Edgar. Yes.
I have a quick comment. I guess we just got an email from Commissioner Glantz saying, I'm not sure what he's saying, but hopefully you all know that I'm here. So I have no idea. He sent the email probably to the staff as well. So I think Marissa or Melanie probably got the email as well. So I don't know if he's having technical difficulties or not. I just wanted to bring that up to your attention, Chair.
He may be listening in. Carrie?
I do see him here as an attendee. So Melanie, as the host, I think you're the only one who can transfer him over. If you look at,
there he
there he
goes.
goes. Perfect. And then we may just need to have him connect his audio.
So Todd, do you have a microphone or camera? Okay, we can speak, Todd.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I had the same issue I did on the minutes I saw on the 24th. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I got in somehow clunkily here, so I am here now.
They're here now. Great. Thank you. So, all right. So let me start item 2 over. Selection of pool of 10 candidates for possible appointment to the 2020 Redistricting Commission in accordance with Charter Section 300.5D. At the special meetings of the Charter Review Commission on September 24th, 2020 and September 30th, 2020, the following individuals were selected to be interviewed for possible inclusion of 10 candidates to be considered for the Redistricting Commission. And pardon me if I missed the names somehow. Stella Andrade, Cynthia Aragundi, David Boehm, Jacqueline Cannon, Rodolfo Izay Castillo, John Kressler, Elidia Dostal, Miguel Duran, Kenesha Fortner, Carl Harry, Gloria Hurtado, Michael Juan, Justino Martinez, Robert Moreno, Maritza Nash, and Manuel Vasquez. Interviews were conducted at the special meeting of the Charter Review Commission on October 7th, 2020. Does the staff have a presentation? No. Okay.
Oh.
Wait,
yes,
Carrie?
Chair Schofield. Apologize, I was late on unmuting myself. If you like, I'd be happy to walk through the process that the commission has agreed to for selecting the members, and then we'll be happy to help with the facilitation of that.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay, let me share my screen here. Okay, so on the screen here, you'll see the steps that the commission has taken to get to this point. So just a recap, we had the initial screening, and nominations, getting from the 45 applicants that we had received down to about 15, which actually turned out to be 16. That was done at the special meetings on September 24th and September 30th. The next step was reviewing the video recorded candidate statements and interviewing the finalists, which was done at last week's meeting on October 7th. And then tonight, the commission is charged with selecting the pool of 10 candidates from those 16 finalists. So at the commission's meeting on September 9th, you agreed that you wanted to use the same selection process that was used in the 2015 process. And so I'll just explain that here for you. And then Christina and I are available to help facilitate this process for you. So each in 2015, and assuming the commission is going to continue with this process, each commissioner would be given the opportunity then to vote for 5 candidates, which will be tabulated by Christina. Any candidate who receives 4 or more votes throughout that process are automatically included in the pool of 10. And then the process is repeated until there are 10 members in that pool. So for example, if after the first round of voting, 2 are selected and there are 8 remaining openings, in the second round, each commissioners would vote for another 5 candidates and so on. If we get down to the point where there are only 2 openings or 3 openings, then each commissioner would vote for another 2 candidates. And the Charter Review Commission members should keep in mind the overarching goal of diversity when selecting the candidates for the pool of 10. And so we're prepared to help you go through this process. Also happy to answer any questions that you may have. Before the commission gets into submitting their candidates for the votes, we would recommend that you take the 2-minute pause to allow for any public comments and then go forward with this process. But we're certainly available to answer any questions that you may have.
Okay, good. Any questions about the process? Okay, just to refresh, make sure I understand it too. We're going to each select 5 and then compare that and see where we're at. Okay?
Yes, that's correct.
And then
And
if we
Christina
need...
will record all the votes for you.
Yes. Okay. No questions. Okay, so I will now call for a 2-minute pause to allow for the public to submit any final comments on the item before deliberation. As a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. Will the staff display the public comment and start the timer? I don't see the timer.
Sorry, bear with me. I'm
No
working.
problem.
Thank you.
I just always assume it's my mistake because I make a lot of those. All right.
Schofield, at the end of the 2 minutes, I do have one other piece of information for the commission, if you'll allow that before the commission moves
sure.
forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, the time is up. Commenting period for this item is now closed. Did we have any comments?
There were no comments.
Okay, no comments. Do the commissioners have any comments or questions? Everybody has their list of 5 ready. Okay. How do we want to do this? Whatever's easiest for you. Carrie, oh yeah, Carrie, you had something you wanted to add.
Thank you. I did want to let the commissioners know that we heard from one of the applicants yesterday, David Boehm, who was selected for the county's redistricting commission. I worked with Deputy City Attorney Mayland, and we discussed that we don't see that would necessarily result in an incompatibility of offices, but it would, if it was challenged for some reason, if he was selected both for our redistricting commission and for the county's redistricting commission, then he would be forced to resign from the first one that he accepted. I spoke with Mr. Boehm yesterday evening and relayed that information to him, and he did express his desire to continue to be considered for the Chula Vista Redistricting Commission, and expressed his dedication to the commission and being available, even if he were selected for both commissions. Jill, did you have anything that you wanted to add to that?
Yes, thank you, Carrie. Just to add to that a little bit, the issue, as Carrie stated, is incompatibility of offices, where you might be serving on 2 different, in this case, 2 different commissions. And it comes down to whether there is any divided loyalties or any conflict potentially between the 2 offices, or if one office or body might control over the others. And Carrie and I talked through this a little bit, and we didn't identify anything that kind of fell within those categories, but we wanted to let the commission know about it as well. They may have a different take on it. So the potential, if he were selected, he's already been selected for county, if he were selected for this commission as well, and if it were challenged, the remedy is that he would have to give up the first office that he was appointed to. Alternatively, I guess he could choose to resign from this one if that was a latter one. So those are kind of the 2 courses of action that could take place if there was someone contested it, if it were determined to be incompatible. So that was kind of our discussion and the information that we have that we wanted to pass on to you before you made your decisions tonight.
Okay, good. Interesting. Any questions about that? Okay. This brings up a point. I was going to say it before I forget. Everyone should save our notes. We should all save all our notes about all the candidates, because people do drop out and we may have to, I don't know. We'll have to revisit if things change. So it'd be good to save your notes just so we have them. Okay. So do we want to poll each, Carrie?
So moving forward with the process, if you'd like, we can do it like the commission did when they were making nominations. So we can go commissioner by commissioner and ask for the 5 people that you're voting for. We'll tally that and then just go through each commissioner. So if you'd like us to do that process, we'll be happy to do that for you.
Okay, I see nodding heads. So,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
Rachel?
have a question.
Yes.
So are we still keeping David Boehm in our running for a spot on our commission with this knowledge that he's already been picked for the county?
I am, because he said yesterday that he wanted to be continued to be considered. And as Jill said, if he knows that he has to give up the first one that he was selected to, that means he'll keep the city of Chula Vista. So I'm gonna select him anyway.
Just I want to make sure I was clear that that's correct. Commissioner Betting, if it was a contested, that would be the remedy. He would also always have the option to voluntarily resign one of them. So there's still the potential that if you were appointed here, he could resign it if he made the decision to do so. I just want to make sure that was clear.
So he's still eligible for consideration. Okay. Any other questions? I think we're ready.
Okay, I'll ask Christina to jump in here as she'll be recording the vote. So Christina, if you'd like to go through the list of commissioners.
Yes, I'll just go by the tiles in order of the tiles that I'm seeing, just as I'm checking people off. I'll read back to you the 5 that I've recorded, similar to last time, to ensure that I've gotten everybody. I do have them ordered by last name, but if you have first name, I can do that too. So we'll get this done. So Commissioner Disharoon.
My 5 are Boehm David, Tostal Elidia, Duran Miguel, Juan Michael, Fortner Kanisha. Did I go too fast?
No, I'll repeat them. I have Boehm David, Tostal Elidia, Duran Miguel, Juan Michael, and Fortner Kanisha.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Chair Schofield.
Okay. So my 5 are Andrade Stella, Fortner Kanesha, Hurtado Gloria, Moreno Robert, and Vasquez Manuel.
Okay, thank you, and I'll read them back to you. So we have Andrade Stel, Fortner Kanisha, Hurtado Gloria, Moreno Robert, and Vasquez Manuel.
Yes, Hurtada Gloria. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I realized I was reading a bit fast. Back to you. Commissioner Opita.
Okay. First one is Stella Andrade. Second one is Jacqueline Cannon. Third is John Kressler. Fourth is Kanisha Fortner. And 5 is Michael Juan.
Okay, thank you. And so I have Andrade Stel, Cannon Jacqueline, Kressler John, Fortner Kanisha, and Juan Michael.
That's correct.
Okay, and Vice Chair Budding.
Boehm, Kressler, Dostal, Hurtado, and Juan.
Okay, thank you, and I'll read them back to you. That's Boehm, Kressler, Dostal, Hurtado, and Juan.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. And Commissioner McDonald Hernandez?
I have Cynthia, David, Lydia, Kanisha and Gloria.
Okay, so I have Cynthia, David, Lydia, Kanisha, and Gloria. Okay, and Commissioner Glanz?
Yes. Get to my list. Bain, Martinez, Cannon, Fortner, and Andrade.
Okay, so you have Bame, Martinez, Fortner, Cannon, and Andrade.
Yes.
Okay, so almost everybody got a vote. There's 5 of us, right? So I think, well, Carrie maybe helped me with the process here.
Yes, so thank you. According to the process, any candidate who received 4 or more votes would automatically be included in the pool of 10. So based on this first round of voting, I see that Kanisha Fortner and David Bame are the 2 who received 4 or more nominations. So those 2 will automatically be placed into the pool of 10. And then we'll repeat this process again to go forward for the next round. So you have 8 people left to place into the pool of 10.
So Christina, there's a couple of candidates, several candidates did not get any votes. I see Carl or Harry, Carl Harry, Maritza Nash, the zeros. Can we just kind of hide those, green out the 2 candidates that have been selected, and then we do another round robin and count? I mean, I'm assuming that.
I think
I can.
I understand, but it's probably irrelevant. But it could be that somebody wants to change. You know, if several people change their minds and they were second on their list, I don't see any problem leaving them in. I don't think it's going to hurt.
Okay.
Anybody else feel differently?
I agree with you.
Okay. So does that mean we're each is supposed to choose 5 now?
Yes, that's correct. So we will remove Kanisha Fortner and David Bame as they are already included in the pool of 10. And then we'll clear out all of the votes from the last round. So you can start your voting again. So if you, for example, had a candidate who you voted for who was not selected for the pool of 10 and you want to vote for them again, you can go ahead and do that, and we'll see where the votes land on the second round.
Can I see the tallies, though, while I'm making my decision?
Yes.
That was the only reason why I was proposing hiding and shading green. I think that file will come in handy as we down select additional candidates.
Yeah, I think the 2 that are, well,
We should just keep it up on the screen.
yeah, just put it up there.
So are we ready for the second round?
I am.
Yes, I'm ready.
Shall I give you my candidates, Christina?
It looks like Christina needs just a second. She's going to clear out all of the previous round votes other than the 2 who were selected. And then I'll ask her to go commissioner by commissioner again to take your votes. So she'll be just a moment.
Okay. Commissioner Disharu,
Elidia Dostal, Miguel Duran, Michael Juan, John Kressler, and Gloria Hurtado.
okay, so we have Elidia Dostal, Gloria Hurtado, Michael Juan, Kressler John, and Duran Miguel.
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Opita,
Okay, my 5 are. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a. Okay, sorry. Stella Andrade, Jacqueline Cannon, John Kressler, and Michael Juan. Wait, did I miss one? Sorry. Did I get all 5? Or am I missing one?
I have 4. I have Stel Andrade, Michael Juan, Jacqueline Cannon, and John Kressler.
Okay, my 5th is Lydia Dostal.
So sounds like smoke alarm.
Yeah, that's my place. We're cooking dinner right now.
Oh, well, if you need to leave, leave.
Chair Schofield,
All right, my 5, Andrade Stel, Aragundi Cynthia, Hurtado Gloria, Moreno Robert, and Vasquez Manuel.
okay. I have Andrade Stel, Hurtado Gloria, Aragundi Cynthia, Moreno Robert, and Vasquez Manuel.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Vice Chair Budding,
Andrade, Kressler, Dostal, Hurtado, and Juan.
okay. I have Andrade, Dostal, Hurtado, Juan, and Kressler.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And Commissioner McDonald Hernandez,
I have Andrade, Dostal, Hurtado, Kressler, and Aragundi.
okay, thank you. So I have Andrade, Dostal, Hurtado, Kressler, and Aragundi. Okay, and Commissioner Glenn,
There we go. Moreno, Cannon, Martinez, Andrade, and Vasquez.
okay, I have Andrade, Cannon, Martinez, Moreno, and Vasquez.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, commissioners. So those candidates who received 4 or more votes in the second round are Stel Andrade, Elidia Dostal, Gloria Hurtado, John Kressler, and that's it. So 4 in this round. So we're at a total of 6 now. And according to the instructions that were laid out, now that we have fewer than 5 openings remaining, you'll vote for the number of openings remaining. So instead of voting for 5 candidates, you'll now vote for 4 candidates as there are only 4 remaining spots in that pool of 10.
Okay. So Commissioner Fisher-Room,
Miguel Duran, Michael Juan, Justino Martinez, and Jacqueline Cannon.
thank you. And Commissioner Opita,
Jacqueline Cannon, Miguel Duran, Michael Juan, Robert Moreno, and Manuel Vasquez.
at this point in the phase, we are requesting 4. Did you want
Oh,
to?
4. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. I went off the 5. Sorry for not following directions. That's my 4.
Okay, so up to you if you want to switch Vasquez for the other ones, but I'll read you the first 4 that I did know, and that's Jacqueline
Okay.
Cannon, Miguel Duran, Michael Juan, and Robert Moreno.
Yeah, we'll just keep those 4.
Okay. Chair Schofield,
Aragundi Cynthia, Cannon Jacqueline, Moreno Robert, and Vasquez Manuel.
okay, I have Aragundi Cynthia, Cannon Jacqueline, Moreno Robert, and Vasquez Manuel.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. And Vice Chair Budding,
Aragundi, Juan, Martinez, and Moreno.
okay, I have Aragundi, Juan, Martinez, and Moreno.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And Commissioner McDonald Hernandez,
I have Aragundi, Cannon, Duran, and Juan.
okay, Aragundi, Cannon, Duran, and Juan.
Yes.
Okay, and Commissioner Glanz,
Cannon, Martinez, Moreno, and Nash.
Okay, I have Cannon, Martinez, Moreno, and Nash.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the results of round 3 are the candidates receiving 4 or more votes are Jacqueline Cannon, Michael Juan, and Robert Moreno. So those 3 will be added to the pool of 10. And that gives us 9.
If anybody's interested, we have 3 people from District 3, 2 people from District 1, 2 people from District 2, and only 1 person from District 4.
We do have someone from each district. Of the people who got votes, and there's 5 of them still, are any of them in District 4?
The only one in District 4 is Juan.
No, I mean the people that are still up for possible seat on the commission.
Aragundi, I think, is in 4.
Right, Aragundi.
I don't know that that's a deciding factor in your mind or not, but
Aragundi and Martinez are both 4.
If I may, to the commission, I think that's a good point. Part of the goal is to have, diversity here. So if the commission wanted to select the final applicant based on getting to that diversity, I think that would be appropriate.
And can we see the districts of the remaining people on the list? Is that too much difficulty?
I can do that. Just give me a few minutes.
I'm amazed.
But it's really down to the 2 candidates from District 4 that we need to make a decision. Do we pick?
I
one
think
of
there's
those
only
2?
one.
I thought Martinez.
Martinez and Aragundi.
Oh, okay. But somebody who feels strongly, it's more important.
That's
But
all I
yes,
need.
I understand your thinking, and
Yeah, I mean, we saw all of the candidates were, acceptable. And
yes,
we're down to 1 candidate. We have 2 from the district that is unrepresented. I suggest we just down select one of the 2.
yeah,
I thought that Michael Juan was in District 4.
yeah. He's the one that we have selected.
And then we have 2 left in District 4, Cynthia and Martinez.
Right, and we only need 1 more seat to fill.
Okay,
Why don't we just vote on those 2? I'll make that.
I agree.
I agree.
That's fine by me.
I agree.
So let's go through the roll call with just those 2.
So it was just the 2 from District 4?
Correct.
Okay. Whoa, hold on.
It always gives me a heart attack when that happens.
Okay. Commissioner Disharoon,
Martinez.
Commissioner Opita,
Martinez.
Chair Schofield,
Aragundi,
Vice Chair Budding,
Martinez.
Commissioner McDonald Hernandez,
Aragundi,
and Commissioner Glanz.
Martinez.
well, there's 6 of
Okay,
us.
I am
There's
showing
6 votes.
a 4-2.
Yeah,
4-2 for Martinez.
that's the result of our process.
Looks good.
Carrie.
Thank you. Thank you, commissioners. Now that we have the 10 selected, we will ask that the commission take a formal vote to make these 10 the pool of 10. So I'll just read off the list of names of the pool of 10. So this is Stel Andrade, David Bain, Jacqueline Cannon, John Kressler, Elidia Dostal, Kanisha Fortner, Gloria Hurtado, Michael Wan, Justino Martinez, and Robert Moreno.
Right. So is there a motion?
I move that we accept those people as our 10 candidates.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Okay, would the secretary please call the vote?
Vice Chair Budding,
Aye.
Commissioner Disharoon,
Aye.
Commissioner Glanz,
Aye.
Commissioner Hopita,
Aye.
Commissioner McDonald,
aye.
and Chair Schofield.
Aye.
Thank you.
So, okay. Item 4, random selection of the first four members of the 2020 Redistricting Commission from the pool of eligible applicants in accordance with Charter Section 300.5D. Is there a presentation? No? Yes, Carrie.
Yes, Chair Schofield. So typically our process for randomly selecting is we'll enter all of the names. Actually, Christina has numbered each candidate, so I'll enter numbers 1 through 10 into, I usually use my very official black top hat, which I don't have working remotely, but I do have a box. So I'll show you all of the numbers 1 through 10. I'll put them into the box and then draw the names. And then these will be the first 4 members who are officially seated for the Redistricting Commission once they take their oaths of office. So at this time, I would invite any questions that the commission may have and then ask for the 2-minute public comments period before we do the drawing.
Okay. So I actually have a question. So your 4 are going to be randomly chosen. And those 4 then will in turn choose how many more?
They'll choose the remaining 3.
The remaining 3. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so I'll call for a 2-minute pause to allow the public to submit any final comments on the item before deliberation. As a reminder, please refresh the view on your screen to ensure new comments appear. Will you please start the timer? All right, time's up. Commenting period for this item is now closed. Have the commissioners were there any comments?
There were no comments.
Okay. So let's see, we have the box. Can you lift it just a little higher for a second? The box, okay. Make sure there's nothing underneath it, you know. And are the numbers already in there? Okay, so do you want to show us?
Is that
Is that a
What?
Kleenex box?
Kleenex box?
Yeah.
That's nice looking.
No, this is my official non-Kleenex box.
Okay. So there's one.
It was the best looking box I could find on my short notice. So here's number one. Nope. Here's number two. Number three. Number six.
Ah, good, with the line under it.
7.
And 9 with a line under it. And 10.
Number 10.
Okay.
And I'll mix these up.
Okay, can we get the list of the names on the screen with their being numbered 1 to 10?
Yes, Christina will have that. Yes.
Okay, I think that's good, but let's wait for the list. Okay, and they're numbered 1 to 10, and these are the names we voted on. Okay. So,
Okay. So candidate number 1, first candidate is
7.
number 7.
Gloria Hurtado. Okay. Number 10, Robert Moreno.
Number 10.
Number 5, Elidia Dostal.
And this will be our final member
Right.
for this evening.
Number 1, Stel Andrade. Okay, so we have our 4. Any questions or comments? Do we need to vote on this? No?
No, Chair Schofield, no vote is required.
Okay, so we finished the process. We've got our 4. We've got the 6 others. They're going to choose. Those 4 will meet virtually. And who's going to meet with them when this happens?
My office is prepared to notify these 4 candidates. We will, or the 4 members, the first order of business is to swear them in. So we hope to coordinate that for next week and then have them meet as early as next week. So the redistricting commission itself will be staffed by myself, our assistant city clerk, Tashar Turner, and deputy city attorney, Jill Mayland, as well as our marketing and communications manager, Ann Steinberger.
Oh, okay, good. And will these be public meetings?
Yes.
Yes, they
So-
absolutely will.
Can you send us all a link so we can be attendees? If we
We'll
want?
be happy to.
Okay. And I guess our responsibility is finished now, unless for some reason come up with another person. But they actually have 3 leftovers from the 10 to draw on before they would have to go back to the big group. So, okay. Any questions or comments about this? I think, I don't know what it was like in the past, but this seemed to go pretty easily for me. And thank you very much, everyone, staff and commissioners. Carrie.
I just wanted to thank you all as well, especially for doing this in such a short time frame with all the changes going on with redistricting and the timeline. It was important for us to get these commissioners seated as soon as possible so that they can get started with their business. So I know this resulted in a number of special meetings for you. We have really enjoyed working with your commission and look forward to working with you in the future, probably on a different topic. But I just wanted to thank you all for your time and for making the special meetings available so that we could get the commissioners seated. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other comments? Questions? Okay. Save your notes, just in case. Next on the agenda are staff comments. Are there any staff comments on other issues?
Yes, thank you, Chair Schofield. I would reiterate what Carrie's comments were. I know this has been a big work pill for the whole commission, and I appreciate your being available as we work through the process. And to answer your prior comment, I would say maybe it's because it's our second time around and not our first, but this was much smoother than our first time around. So thank you all for your help in making that happen. We will now go back to our regular meetings. So the next one would take place in November, the second Wednesday of November. So if the commission, and the only item that as I sit here, I'm aware of for that would be the one that we mentioned earlier regarding the voting issue. And staff should be prepared by that time to give a presentation. Having said that, if the commission wants to take a break, given everything that you've been doing so far, there isn't a time crunch for that because we wouldn't be able to act on it until the next election in 2022. So we can go either way. I'll leave it up to the commission, the chair's discretion on whether we hold that regular meeting.
Yeah, I mean, once a month's going to be a piece of cake, it seems like. Yeah, I think staff will make a presentation and then we can discuss and there'll be public comments, and that'd probably be the only thing on the agenda, I would guess. I don't have any comments. Any commissioners have comments?
Good job,
No?
everybody.
Okay, so it is 7:11 p.m. and I am adjourning this meeting to the next regular meeting of the Charter Review Commission, which will be the second Wednesday in November. I don't know the date, but we'll get notification, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Bye.